Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing and reviewing Black Clover Chapter 287.
Hey everyone, Future Darian here from Post Editing. So I have to change up how I edited the videos. Shueisha hit my strike, a copyright strike. So yeah, I'll do a next video explaining that in a while. But for now, I'll have to remove panels from my videos. So yeah, I'll try to work around that. So yeah, just a heads up.
Of course, spoiler alert, spoiler warning, we will be spoiling. So if you didn't read it already, um, feel free to pause and come back. Or you don't really need to read because I go through the chapter and give my opinions. So you can just do that and watch the video. So let's begin. First thing first, we have a beautiful color page. It's a double page spread. Um, and it is Yuno in his full spirit die form with his sword and fully the crown is fully showing now, not the half form that we seen before. And we see Asta on the next side with his Devil Union mode. So it's a contrast of colors as well. So we see black and red and then green on one side. And their swords are crossed. So now let's get directly into the chapter. So the first page we have Nacht. He's still strung up on the icicles up in the air. Um, and he's thinking to himself now, and he's like, he didn't really care if he died. However, he's the one giving the orders. He's the one leading this charge. So he doesn't have the luxury of saying that he can die just so now. Um, he has to find a way to defeat these high level demons or supreme devils, because he called these twin devils supreme devils. Uh, and he says to himself, I know my limits, that's why. And we see a mini flashback of him by his brother's grave. And he's there. And we see Yami as well. And Yami tells him he's going to make his own squad. And when he does become a captain, it would be ridiculous. However, um, if he does make it happen, he wants Noct to be his vice captain. Um, so they can both laugh together basically. And then we see basically he's saying to himself, he'll destroy with evil. He will destroy evil with evil from the shadows until he dies. Um, so I get the kind of vibe of this from like Naruto, where we had the Hokage being Hiruzen, the third Hokage. Then we had Danzo in the shadow doing the darker missions. So I get that kind of vibe from this. We then cut now and we see Noctis saying to his two of his devils, or three of his two of his devils, that being Plumedy, sorry, and Wagner, and he's like if they would help him with this gamble. And basically these two devils are the rooster looking devil and the cat looking devil, and he's asking them for help, and they're saying of course they will help him because of course Noct has showed them so many things over the years. And I guess it's gratitude, even though they serve him, they still, I guess, care about him. And now we see Noct goes all out. He says Devil Union mode Gallus X Felix. So he combines the cat devil and the rooster devil to form this devil mode. And the twin devils are what's this? His magic has grown. And we see this cool panel, of course, of Noct's transformation. I'm interested in what color this would be in the manga and the anime when they finally get to it. But yeah, we then see Noct. Sorry, we then see Noct cast a spell, and the name of the spell is called Shadow Magic, Monument of Atonement, and he says, "Come and play an endless game, or an endless hellish game of tag with me." I believe he said something like this in one of the previous chapters as well. But we see what seems to be this big kind of monument up here, um, with hands reaching up, grabbing the devils as well as the top, because it looks like the monument is one part is on top, one part is on the bottom like this, and it's coming down because we see the hands reaching up to grab it, and we see, I believe it smashes down and covers them, and there's what seems to be a sigil of some sort on top of it. But we see a huge explosion, and what this seems to be is these supreme devils now broke out, and Nacht is shocked that this happened. Uh, he said it's impossible that they broke the spell because it's supposed to be like another really strong spell. And he says that they're magic, and we finally get a reveal of their magic. One of them, it seems like one of them has devil flame magic and then devil ice magic. This reminds me now a bit of Fairy Tail where we had Dragon Slayer magic and then Devil Slayer magic, and in reference to that we had the Ice Devil Slayer magic. But yeah, we see that they're basically freezing and burning everything because the Fire Devil says his Devil Flame magic burns everything, and the other one says Devil Ice magic freezes everything. So Nacht seems to be burning and freezing at the same time. Um, so that's interesting. Of course, we get the next panel with these devils laughing hysterically and attacking Nacht, and basically they're just beating the crap out of him. And we see the devils again just laughing because we get like two panels of them laughing, then one with them laughing, someone speaking, the scream and agony and all of that. And Nocturne instead is saying this whole time these devils were only playing with him, and that there is no human who could possibly beat a supreme devil. But we get a double page spread next, and we see Asta is finally here. And he comes in union mode and he's swinging his sword to protect Noct. And on the next page now, we see he cut off one of the devil's arm, and we see if anything could, um, it's anti-magic. So Nox finishes sentence. If anything could beat the devils, basically it would be anti-magic. That being Asta. So he severs the devil's arm, sorry. And the devil looks down at his hand and he's like, severed. And we see the arm flying in the air. And basically Asta is like, hey, what do you think you're doing to our vice captain? And the chapter ends there. So this chapter had a bit of flashback. So we see why Nacht is the vice captain and why he was probably hidden in the shadows. Again, in reference to like Naruto, he's been doing missions from the shadows, maybe darker missions, I guess. Of course, we know him and Yami were friends, and that's the next reason he's the vice captain. Yami asked him to be the vice captain early on. So yeah, um, I'm wondering if he's going to use any other fusion modes like what he did here. That would be interesting to see. But I think not maybe out of it for the rest of this arc, seeing as he's been horribly, horribly beaten by these two supreme devils. So I'm not sure what comes next, but I'm going to predict, or I have a theory then as to what will happen. So I'm going to assume Asta is going to win this battle. And then, of course, we'll get Asta versus Dante. Most likely, he'll go to Jack and help him fight Dante. Um, Yuno is going to maybe fight Zenon, or we'll cut to that after and see what's going on there. For sure, Noel is going to go after Vanica. We know that for sure. Maybe Marileona would join her, because remember, Marileona and Noel's mom were friends. So maybe both of them will go to fight Vanica together. And it would be a good combination. Well, not a good combination, but we would have fire and water, which kind of contrast each other. As well as Charlotte is there, so I'm assuming Noel's water magic would help with her plant magic or rose magic somehow to make it stronger. So yeah, I'm not sure who will go to help Yuno, but I'm going to assume as well, since we got mention of three in the previous chapter, that there are three devils who rule hell or the underworld. The two others would show up sometime soon, and we still got reference to that one supreme devil that Noct tried to make a contract with before. So I'm assuming maybe someone may be able to subdue that devil and use its power. Um, If not, maybe it would come out and we would get a fight between it and someone as well. Maybe Nacht. Nacht to get his revenge on that devil for killing his family and his brother. But all in all, good chapter. Um, if you all like this chapter, leave a review. Leave a comment if you like this review, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.